Hello and welcome back to another Weather Guy video. Today we'll be talking about the Northeast severe threat for Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. If you like this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you never miss another Weather Guy video. I am on the NWS radar for when I'm filming this video, and you can see right here, that's the storm that we're going to be talking about. That's going to swing into the northeast, bring some severe weather, about 2 lines of severe weather possibly, into the southern New England and New York City metro areas, as well as some sporadic thunderstorms south of there. So now let's move on to the NAM models. So here we are on the NAM 3-kilometer model. I am zoomed in on the northeast. We're just going to go through this, and at the end there's a surprise that I just figured out. So here's the band. It's going to come through the western parts of New York, Pennsylvania. That's just all rain. Some thunderstorm development starting, but then you also have this snow in the back, on the back side, which is going to start to be creeping into this back line here. So as we continue along, that line really strengthens into central Pennsylvania, and there is when you start to see you're going to be in upstate New York, you're going to be in a thunderstorm, and then it's just going to switch over to snow, which I want to see videos of that because I think that would be pretty cool. So as that continues on, you start to see this front end starting to develop a line of thunderstorms in Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey, and that moves through into Rhode Island, and then the next and more substantial line moves through into New York, Connecticut, all the way up to Vermont, and then sporadic thunderstorms all the way down to the DC metro, and then this all moves through, again, snow on the back end, and that all moves through. Then we have some possible lake effect snow behind it. And then we have this little snippet of snow that comes through. And we could possibly... Oh, do not want a sounding. Alright, so we could possibly have some very, very late season snowfall in some areas like Westchester County, New York, just southern New York, north of the city though. Some areas of southwest Connecticut, as well as into northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and western New York. But that is something that really, let's actually check back. Yeah, it's much further north in the previous model runs than it is right here. And it's a little bit larger of a snow threat. So that is a very interesting development, and this is only loading through now. This is Thursday, so we do have a couple of days for that to happen, but it's very exciting if it does happen. Now, I do want to move on to the southeast and just come back a sec. Actually, let's do this. Let's just go back to the continental US. I want to talk about the next severe threat in the south. Now, Sunday was devastating. I've seen some clips out of Mississippi. They got hammered again in the south for another time this month, but we're in for another round in the south. Low pressure is just gonna come over the region, the plains, and then you start to see the Gulf moisture getting pulled up, and then you just start seeing the storms to fire up. And then they just trek across, and again we have another situation where we have 2 lines of thunderstorms. That's just double the impacts. And then that moves across, and now let's go into the NAM 12-kilometer model, finish this up, and yeah. So just another severe threat, as well as on Wednesday, the Northwest will be seeing some rainfall, and then that moves into the central part of the country by Friday. So we're going to go to total accumulated precip. Again, this next severe threat is going to be a little bit further north with the drenching rain, but still some areas that got a lot of rain this past Sunday, and they're still going to be getting more rain. Some decent rainfall in the Northwest as well, at least a half an inch in most spots. Then you have this area that's going to be getting hit with almost all three, which is in the I-95 corridor. Then you also have right over here, where you have areas near Erie, Pennsylvania, Detroit, even near Chicago, but more like Milwaukee. Those areas getting half an inch of rain in the next 84 hours. Now, let's just check total positive snow depth change. Really not much. Could see some in the Northeast, but mostly right here is just that main band where it comes down and has most of its impacts. Now, I do want to check winds and then temperatures, and then we'll be done. So, winds with these storms will be pretty light, but you do still have that threat. So, we're going to start here. That clipper moves through. Some winds behind it as that cold front moves through, and that just moves off the coast, and then the next one moves in. Next up, we are going to do the shaded temperature, because it's very, very much more visually appealing. So we're going to start right here, where we have, it's pretty warm across the country. Then tonight, it's a little colder, setting the stage. Then tomorrow, gets warm and then cold, rushes in the Northeast. And then it warms up again. Then on Thursday, you're going to get that snow band. Most of the Northeast is going to be above freezing. But there's just that little tiny strip that stays close enough to freezing for the snow to occur. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show on the NAM models. Let's move on to the GFS. So here's hour 90 on the GFS, right when the NAM 12-kilometer model ends. We're just going to click through, make this very quick. Don't want this to be that long of a video. So you have this severe threat that moves off the coast. Next storm moves into the central part of the country. Possible severe threat in the south again. That moves into the northeast soaker. And wash, rinse, repeat. Again, we're still following this. That could be a severe weather outbreak. Thursday, April 30th. Another northeast soaker. Again, northwest continues to get hammered with some rainfall. This low pressure is still very far to the north, but still is drawing up that moisture. And that is where it ends. Now let's move over to the European model and check that. Here we are in the European model. Let's just click through this, hour 90. Let's get going. Severe threat moves off the coast. Next storm system could draw up some moisture, possible severe threat. Then that moves into the northeast. And the next wave comes through, less significant. Then you have this, possible severe threat there. And that moves into the northeast as well. And that is where this ends. So with that, let's move into the outro. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications when I post another Weather Guy video. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.